Valerie, these mysterious deaths are our business to solve, not yours.
Little busy at the moment. You know, now's not the time to be wandering around, what with the gruesome killings and clueless investigators. From what I gather, soldiers at Katon Keep have been disappearing in the night. We don't exactly see eye to eye when it comes to hunting baddies, so now they're going to spend weeks questioning soldiers and measuring footprints, while more people get turned to jerk. I really thought I was going to have to do a lot more convincing. Helping strangers break into keeps a hobby of yours. I have a document saying I'm an inspector sent by the Proxy Queen to investigate. But since Lindafway and everyone else in there knows that's not true, I can't use it. You, though. Show it to Lynn. Act all high society. Doesn't matter. It'll buy me time to sneak past either way. If you do get inside, all the better. We can partner up. All right, Royal Inspector. Off you go. Just talk like you've...
This keep has been ordered sealed by the Divine Prosecution, pending the completion of our investigation. That's interesting, because investigating these killings is obviously the jurisdiction of the Divine Prosecution, so something tells me you're full of Griffin guano. Let me see those. It looks official. I don't know who you are, but this investigation is clearly under our purview. Of course you can't. Fine.
For the last time, we don't eat people! I got enough dung heaped on me from these damn high elves before the bodies started piling up. Now...
You must have clenched pretty hard to sell those forged papers to the likes of Lynn. Relax before you sprain something. Most killers don't suck out all your organs and leave a corpse with the consistency of stale bread. Well, when you expose the stem of an attuned Wilderking rod to air that someone breathed in the presence of a Daedra, it glows orange. I'm getting to that. Don't rush me. This is a little trick I picked up in Coral. Stendar, shine your righteous light on those that would flee your justice. Show me where evil lurks, and I will deliver retribution. 2 lights. There's not supposed to be... All right. Whatever. I'll follow this one. Follow that light and see where it leads you. Then meet me inside the refectory. Go, go!
Please don't bother the captain. Battery...
Ah, the accomplice. Two arrests in one day. This is going to reflect well on my next report. Oh, did you? Well, let me see it then. The insatiable? I was never informed of any architectural eccentricities. Something the garrison will answer for. So that spell might have some merit. Silery claims it was leading her to a Daedra hiding in the cellar. To be clear, when all is said and done with this, I'm arresting you anyway. But I'll indulge this line of inquiry. Release her.
But, sir...
Now.
This is a mistake.
We're all done being idiots? Good. Let's find this Daedra.
This is going to end badly.
Now, children, this might be fun. I've not hunted a Daedra in decades.
This light will reveal the Daedra. Be ready.
More outsider magic. Reckless Silery.
Have a little faith, High. It's tracking something.
A dead end. How embarrassing.
No! After her!
Can't say I didn't warn them. Come on!
Fan out! That thing can't have gone far.
Fan out? Why? I thought you didn't believe me. Check down the hall. I'll see what I can find up ahead.
Wait your turn, morsel. You'll meet the insatiable soon enough.
Well, I think we might be on the right track. Ow. Our Daedra summoner, no doubt. No one I recognize. Begs questions, but that can wait. Give chase and find Lindefway. Silery went after her, but there was an awful lot of screaming. Through those doors. Down where we keep the wine. This place, it's Katan, but different. I'm probably not making much sense, am I? Helping the others falls to you now.
Oh God, it's going to eat me! Hayakil! Anyone, help me!
It's trying to slip away into the real world. I'll hold it as long as I can. Gutsucker.
Silery? You saved me.
Don't look so surprised. Come on, let's get out of here.
You live? This won't do. This won't do.
The summoner, she's getting away. Lynn, can you hold this portal open?
Why? Where are you going?
Find that mage and kick her ass. I'm going back for High.
You'll be trapped. Why does she never listen? That was such a stupid, reckless... Damn it, Silery! I can't let her lord this over me. She must be hiding in these ruins. Wait, I know where we are. These ruins are right under the nose of Katan Keep. Silery and I explored here as children. We always did love mysteries. Our mothers hated it. We'd come home covered in clay. So, the mage got into Katan Keep through here somehow. Was that her reason for coming here? A conspiracy? Now that's something I can grasp. The tone of this letter suggests our perpetrator can't afford to simply go into hiding. We're backing her into a corner. I just felt a ripple of magicka, like the opening of those portals, but much larger. No sign of Tyrannial, but this is definitely the epicenter of the magic I felt. There's still power clinging to this Aldma altar. It must be the bridge she is using to travel to and from the realm of that. Theoretically, from what little I know about opening portals to Daedric realms, there's typically an object here, in Tamriel, that is attuned to the place in question. This Aldma altar is the only thing I'm getting a strong feeling from. Not as it is. If this is a bridge, then Tyrannial has barred and locked the gates. We need to undo her spell, then I should be able to recreate the ritual to open the way for us. In my experience, most cultists tend to just ape whatever spells and rituals someone else developed. That letter you showed me mentioned books from her benefactor. You found one for Daedra's summoning. It stands to reason there's another for this. That was dramatic. That's it! It reeks of that monster's realm. I'll hold it open. Go. Ugh, it feels like worms wriggling through my soul.
You?
I can do this.
Again?
I can
How
do
did you
this.
reach this place? I won't let you ruin my big... I'll feed your corpse to the insatiable.
Somehow.
This way! Quickly! I can't hold this open for long!
Well, I've had my fill of this place. Let's excuse ourselves before any more dinner guests arrive.
I might fast for a month after this. Thanks for stopping that Daedra-loving loony from sucking out my soul. You took a big risk sticking your neck out for us. But what are recent acquaintances for, right? Guess I owe Lynn, too. Not going to live that down. We'll be fine. It's not the first time someone has tried to drain and devour my soul. Happens more often than you'd think, actually. Hazards of the job. As for Hai, I think he's secretly enjoying all this excitement. She was raving about her work not being done, and how she was going to use our desiccated husks to restore the insatiable. I sort of tuned it out at a certain point, but got the impression she wasn't doing all this for her own amusement. Though, what now? Nope, forget I asked. Save it for Hai. He's way more interested in all this intrigue nonsense. I'll stick to gut-punching hungry monsters. Looks like someone got bitten by the hunting bug on this little adventure. Savor your victory, killer. Keitan Keep is safe again thanks to you. Judging by these results, I should rope random strangers into my work more often. Kidding, kidding. Now that the immediate danger's passed, I will want to get back to combing through the details of what transpired here. It'll be really boring, like, really boring. But since you got us back on speaking terms, I'll help Lynn and Hai investigate. Well, Lynn and I grew up around here. We always had a knack for sticking our noses where they didn't belong, so the divine prosecution was a natural fit. For her, anyway. Too rigid for me, so I left. There were some hard feelings. He's our mentor. Was my mentor. Loves his work, and he's a good person, but he clings too tightly to protocol. He took the brunt of the abuse from our superiors when I was out of line. I thought he'd have been happy when I resigned my commission. No, Hai and Lynn were always more than colleagues to me. We were friends. We'll stick by each other, but the divine prosecution has a long way to go before they'd take back the likes of me. Not that I'd want to go back anyway. You'll want to talk to Hai about that, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. The divine prosecution doesn't welcome outside perspectives with open arms. If you think Hai and Lynn can be stuffy, you should see their superiors. Hey, don't go rubbing my nose in it. It wasn't easy fighting off Daedra with Hai slumped over my shoulder. You'd think he'd make a better shield with that hard head of his. That mage got the drop on us while we were licking our wounds.
You broke more than a dozen statutes with your antics today. Regulations state that I should place you under arrest, but I'm thinking we haven't been following much procedure today anyway. Thank you for your assistance in this investigation. I should have, shouldn't I? She was once among the best members of the divine prosecution, but too cavalier for most, and far too interested in unconventional methods for our superiors' tastes. For my tastes. She believed the prosecution would be better served by employing methods devised outside of Somerset. Foreign ideas, foreign magic. She faced censure many times. Frustrated, Silery left the Order to strike out on her own. Won't let me off that easy, eh? Right. I didn't believe her because I didn't want to believe she was right. Because I still resented her selfishness in walking out on her duty. And on us. Nindefwe and I didn't agree with her, but we stuck by her. She was right. We are stubborn and stolid. If we continue to believe our way is the only way, we're going to be unprepared for the changes ahead. The Queen's decree will bury us. Convincing the divine prosecution of that, it'll be a long, hard road. Closed, for now. Lindefwe bridged us here for our safety. I imagine Tyranniel did something similar to enter Keitan Keep undetected. A dreadfully potent...
Somerset, oh Somerset, our fairy.
About... Battle Reeve Tannalina request your presence at the Royal Palace. There are eager ears everywhere, so keep your voice low. I can tell you that the Battle Reeve sent 3 adventurers and a squad of Marines to determine the extent of the...
You would challenge me to a duel? How droll. But then how can we have a proper contest?
Hey, stranger. Because I'm not an idiot. Guards see an orc thumping the ears off an elf in the middle of the street. You know how that turned. How in oblivion would I know? These elves have rules for everything. I appreciate the help. Trust me, this is a noble cause. First things first, you'll need to track Lyr... Ah, you know how it is. Orc in a town full of stuck-up Altmer. Why do you think? This island's full of orc haters. He laid into me with everything he had. Tongue-lashing me about my tusks, my clothes, my beard. And that's the one that really got my dander up. Damn right! I've been on the receiving end of that one too many times. Are you kidding me? I could clobber that arseface blindfolded. Yeah, because you know, demolish faces. I've been asking myself the same thing ever since I stepped off the boat. Thought maybe I'd have a look around, take in the sights. My Aunt Lazbesh used to tell me stories about this place, see? Tales about glass tree. Yeah! It's supposed to put your arse over flagging with a single sip. When I was a pup, she got her head stuck in a bucket. Couldn't get it off her. Ah, you know how it is.
Under pregnant golden sail,
I see something within you, a glistening jewel, ready to be polished.
Cloudrest destroyed by... You have the look of a traveler. Tell me, have you heard news of Cloudrest? Bad dreams? A great darkness devouring Cloudrest as it filled the streets? Yes, I'm afraid I do. I know a few merchants headed to the city. I'm sure they'd be amenable if you asked for a ride in their cart.
The Office of Divine
Heel
Prosecution
splitter,
requires
the
strong-minded...
So good to see a fellow Ultima step forward in our time of need. You're here about the contract work, I presume? It's a sad day indeed when the Divine Prosecution requires outside help. But these are tumultuous. Each assignment varies in scope, but all assume a certain level of danger. Some can be completed alone, but others will need allies to complete. You'll be asked to dispatch dangerous creatures, investigate suspicious activity. Those sorts of tasks. In accordance with our current regulations, each deputized citizen may accept a single contract from... Very well. I hereby authorize you to execute duties on behalf of the Divine Prosecution. Go speak to Farewell and Tenorian. They can set you up with contracts and get you right.
As a duly sworn deputy of the Divine Prosecution, your aid is required, newcomer. Dangerous entities have appeared throughout Somerset. Ha! Have I a few dozen warships lying about? We've lost an embarrassing number of vessels in the last few months. Foul weather claimed most of them. Yes, a massive sea adder. Its sons, its... You have an assignment, newcomer. Attend to it at once.
I have no time to deal with whatever issue concerns you, newcomer. Of course, you must be the newcomer the Queen's cat told me about. If you really killed... A group of adventurers volunteered to investigate the possible incursion. I received a single report that indicated they were making progress, but that was the last I heard from them. The mage Kainar radiated an air of confidence, as did the Red Guard Maria. They seemed extremely competent. Drunk! He was as intoxicated as a Nord on festival day. I took a chance because the situations... Frankly, I thought sea slodes were just a myth. Other than the report from Razumdar.
How can Rigert... Most sincere salutations, newfound friend. I am Rigert the Brash, ambassador... The Glorious Pact sent Rigert to bargain with Queen Irene, to use my considerable charms to woo High Elves to talk of peace and an end to the Three Banners War. I even brought these tall, skinny elves. They have so many rules. Did you know Queen Irene isn't even on Somerset? And to get an audience with her proxy queen, you would help Rigert? Oh, such treasures I brought. Gifts that any Nord would kill for. And many have. Something every virile man and woman can appreciate. This bust of Dibella, god of beauty and erotic instruction. Oh, this one is popular with maidens and matrons who can afford it. The alchemists of Windhelm crafted this expensive fragrance for use on special occasions. Who wouldn't want to smell like wet mammoth on a warm spring day? An excellent treasure. This was King Yoren's prized pet, Badir, known for her bravery. She once faced down a horde of rampaging orcs. The Skald King stuffed and mounted her for display, but found it too depressing to keep on the mantle. Rigert is the bestest ambassador in all of Skyrim.
Did I see you with that Nord? An audience with the proxy queen for a Nord? Well, a crude yet accurate analogy. Get Sapiarch Tandeman to provide a recommendation, and Justiciar Rolamdel to give Rigert a legal writ validating his credentials. Then, as a favor to... more. You newcomers just seem to want and want and want.
A new face in the court, and how pleasant and interesting it is. We do appreciate the return of our brothers and sisters to the Blessed Isle, even if our nobles count you among the other newcomers. Now then, what business brings you to the palace? The Sijic Order? We have not heard from that body of August sages in quite some time. And then word comes that we should expect a visitor. Why does the Right Master send you to see the Sapiarchs? Speak true if you want our assistance in this matter. Ah, the business that Razumdar spoke of. We assumed the Queen's cat exaggerated. He does purr as well as he growls. Very well. We'll send word to Lilandril to give you access to the college. Just tell the Right Master we expect to see him soon. Of course. We have nothing else to do but talk about the many wonders of the Blessed Isle. Let us tell you all about the Sapiarchs, the divine prosecution. You do? It's good we consider you as charming as you are interesting. The Sapiarchs teach us and guide us, bringing their knowledge to every part of Altmer society. Their compound in Lilandril, of course, and we shall alert the Portal Master to accommodate you. Once inside, seek out Lana Teal, Sapiarch of Arcanology. She leads the college and should hear the Right Master's warning. For an Altmer, you have much to learn, newcomer.
I hope you aren't here about anything. A recommendation? I'll have you know that I don't just Vindilween. Why didn't you say so? As a matter of fact, I do. The Khajiit's name is Urjara.
Does this one regret leaving elsewhere and making This one brought a few heirlooms with her, whatever could be stuffed in my carry sack. Or the Sapiarch. Why didn't you say it was for the...
Not now, friend. How are you now? Well, I'm trying to find a job. Looks like we're both... It will indeed. Now, where did I put that?
I'm not sure what... Really? Well, I didn't bring... Threats now?
Courtier Vindilwyn was kind enough to tell me who she sent you to perform favors for. I've been sitting here drinking and having a most pleasant conversation with Sapiarch Tandemin. Were you able to acquire the items of cultural significance? You did? That is most excellent, my good friend. But Rigert has an even better idea. We should also give the Sapiarch one of my gifts. Nothing says culture like a Nord keepsake. But which one do you think he would like best? While the stuffed goat has sentimental value, it doesn't quite strike me as the perfect Nord cultural gift for the Sapiarch. Perhaps... Interesting. The Night Favor depicts a beloved Nord god. It is solid and will last forever. And it might help the Sapiarch if he ever finds a sweet onion. And by sweet onion, Rigert means a lover. Friend Sapiarch, here are the cultural items you asked for, along with a gift from Rigert. A Nord Night Favor.
That's everything I wanted, plus an arousing example of Nord erotica. Thank you. Here is the official letter of recommendation you requested.
Milk drinker. Milk drinker! Is that really a Nord insult? How benign. And what do you want? Can't you see I'm trying to rehearse? You need tickets, do you? Well, so does the Sapiarch of Shimmerine, the Navy's High Battle... Ambassador Riggert? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Gauthier Vendilwyn told me who she sent you to talk to, and Riggert always wanted to meet a famous High Elf thespian, Lady Enigma. Greetings and salutations from the Nord Cultural Exchange. Hildegrom? She's my favorite hero! I'm sure that one of my Nord gifts will inspire Enigma and help her find the voice of the... I don't know. If Enigma were performing a tragedy, I could see how the depressing stuff goes. Essence of Mammoth, of course! Not only will it make Enigma smell like a proper Nord battle maiden,
It will also make her irresistible to bull mammoths, snow bears, and half-drunk Nords. Rigert has just the thing to make Enigma feel like a Nord. Essence of mammoth.
What a powerful odor! It reminds me of mammoths charging across fields of ice and snow.
You smell like a proper Nord battle maiden now.
The stench! It makes me woozy, but also fills me with Nord bravado. How inspiring! Milk drinker! That's it! That's the voice! You've earned these tickets, Ambassador Rigert. Thanks to Ambassador Rigert, I feel like a proper Nord battle maiden now.
keep to your business. Sometimes I wish the criminals and lawbreakers would take a holiday. A writ of authenticity for a Nord ambassador. Vindilwyn, she loves to engage in the commerce of favors. Ideas, plenty. Proof, nothing.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
I've checked over Lillandrill from top to bottom, and there's no sign of the Court of Bedlam. I can't get the Portal Master to let me go to the college compound, though. Have you brought permission from the... Good, good. I was about to turn that insignificant book dust into something small, wet, and slimy. It would have made matters worse, but it might have brightened the dark mood I've been in. No, the mission is more important than personal matters. I'm sure Lathan will turn up, eventually. Lathan and I met when we were initiates of the Sijic Order. We fell in love and married, had a daughter. We had all the things we ever wanted. And then It happened ages ago, after a long illness. We lived on an island filled with the most accomplished sages of our age, and there was nothing that could be done. We tried. I tried, but the illness took her in the end. No, it wasn't like that. When the Right Master first learned of the possible Daedric threat, Lathan volunteered to look into it. Lathan's reports became less frequent. Then he stopped sending them altogether. I'd know if he was dead, but he could be a prisoner, or her.
Not now, please. I really must prepare for tonight's lecture. Besides, only those... So you're the luminary the Proxy Queen wants me to treat with kid gloves. And I suppose the arrogant Sijic is with you? Oh, very well. Let's get this over with. The compound has been purposely isolated to serve as a sanctuary and place of study. Research and scholarship require solitude and... Just follow me and step onto the dais. By the 7 sacred texts, who has dared invade this place of learning?
I've got this. You talk to that Sapioc.
This is unheard of. Attacked in our own sanctuary? This is terrible. Please excuse my present state, as I am distraught beyond all rational thought. Happened? Oh, it isn't over yet. There was no warning. The Crystal Tower? You need to speak to Lanatil, Sapioc of Arcanology and head of our college.
According to the maps I studied, the labyrinth is this way.
I'll return to Lillandrill and warn the guards.
Good idea.
There's more to this than a simple Daedric incursion. I felt a strange sensation when we arrived. A sense of urgency. Sometimes. Probably has something to do with living on a displaced island and being part of the Sijic Order. Even scholars have ways to defend themselves. Which reminds me, I can protect myself, but I'm not much good.
Warm blood approaches.
By the stars! This place is enormous. like to explore this compound one day, when fewer Daedra are about, of course. hear voices up ahead.
No more sages need die today, Sapiarch. Just give me the diamond keys.
The Resolute diamonds are not mine to give, especially not to a Daedric cultist. Layton, stop!
Valtrin! No, damn you!
You and your companion arrived in the proverbial nick of time. Now, if you wouldn't mind, who in Oblivion are you, and how did you know the College of Sapiarchs was under assault? First, the cultist leads an army of Daedra into our compound and demands I turn over the Resolute Diamonds. Now, you arrive with a warning from the long-absent sages of Artaeum. That's impossible. We would know if the tower's defenses had been breached. But it would explain the disasters currently befalling the Somerset Isle. A reasonable plan, but access to the tower requires the Resolute Diamonds, which are guarded by the tower's sentinels. We appreciate your aid in this matter. Before you head to the Illumination Academy, perhaps you can have your friend get that cultist out of my compound. Every 11 years, 2 Sapiarchs are selected to undergo a long and extensive ritual to attune them to the Resolute Diamonds, the keys that open the Crystal Tower. The Azure Diamonds are a matched set, specifically attuned to a pair of Sapiarchs at any given time. Who can say how much the cultist actually knows about the diamonds and their function? The Daedric, in addition to their sentinel duties, Haniel and Imidril also serve as scholars in the College of Sapiarchs. They have research to conduct. That's our standard practice. Difficult times call for desperate measures, however. You need to...
You there. Tell my darling wife to release me, and I'll ask Mathala to kill you quickly when the new age dawns. Spinner saved me from fools and altruistic adventurers. Valtrin turned her back on me and my daughter a long time ago. Is it any wonder I've found acceptance and a purpose among the court of Bedlam? Don't presume to judge my actions, you insignificant flea. I am an earl in the court of Bedlam now, chosen personally by Mathala to represent her on this all too...
Let's leave these Sijiks to their work. We have a college to put
I can't believe I was concerned about the welfare of my husband. To find Lathan here, threatening the Sapiarchs and leading a horde of Daedra. How could he betray the Order like that? How could he betray me? A simple spell of binding. His attention was so focused on the Sapiarchs, he wasn't prepared to deal with another Sijik mage. While you go and find the Tower Sentinels at the Illumination Academy, I'll take Lathan back to Artaeum. I almost hope he gives me a little trouble. I could use a reason to unleash some pain and suffering on this...
To be attacked in our own college. I always thought this was the safest place in the world. How will I... That is a rather simplistic view of a complex problem. But I guess I do feel a little bit better now. Grenadil stepped in front of Sapiok Laudatil, trying to protect her. She always was braver than she was sensible.